Caribbean green seasoning. It's fresh, it's tasty, and once you try it once, you're probably going to find yourself reaching for it every single time that you cook. Caribbean green seasoning is all about fresh ingredients. So we're starting off with some garlic cloves. I've got about 5 garlic cloves here. And then I'm also going to use about half of a medium brown onion. Then we're going to get started with cleaning and preparing our salad onions, our spring onions. So you want about 2 to 3 bunches of this, and this is going to be helpful in giving the seasoning its green colour. So it's definitely an important ingredient. And I'm also chopping up just a tiny bit of garlic to give the seasoning a bit of a kick as well. Now for the parsley. So the parsley is also an important ingredient when it comes to giving it its green colour. So I've got about a handful of this, and I actually add a bit more later on during the process, just to get it to the colour that I want. And then you have to have your fresh thyme. So then I'm going to cut up these chili peppers. They really aren't hot, but they give it a nice sweet taste. So I've got about 2 of these large chilies here, and all I'm doing is removing the seeds. And then I'm going to also include half of a bell pepper. So you can have a bell pepper of any colour. Here I've just picked up a yellow one that I had in the freezer. And again, I'm just chopping this up. So these are all going to go into our blender or food processor later on. So you want to chop it down just to make it easier on the blender. Finally, I'm adding some Scotch bonnet here. I'm going to chop it up without the seed, but if you want extra heat, definitely keep the seeds in. So once that's all done, I'm going to add all of these delicious ingredients to my blender. On top of that, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of pimento seeds, the juice of 1 lime as well, which helps with preserving the seasoning, and also about 2.5 tablespoons of oil, which gets it to blend down a bit easier. And then in terms of blending, I'm just going to pulse blend it, just because I like my texture a bit coarse. But if you want something a bit more runny, then you just need to let it blend down a little bit more. And then you're done. So use this green seasoning to add some flavour to your proteins. You can also use it in soups, in stews, in vegetables, or really anything that needs a bit of a kick. In the Caribbean, fresh seasoning is what it's all about. So this is a super healthy and delicious seasoning, and you'll find yourself reaching for it a lot. If you like this recipe, please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.